Welcome back to Brumley's restaurant here inside the beautiful and historic General Morgan Inn here in downtown Greeneville. And right now I am joined by the executive chef here at Brumley's, Jordan Greene. Good to see you again. Always good to see you because I know we're going to have some amazing food to look at, taste, and enjoy. And this is amazing food that you have prepared for this fall menu. Tell us where your inspiration for this fall menu came from.
Well, just going through the seasons. I mean, that's one of the biggest aspects for me. Here, I mean, we've got our blackberry grilled cheese with our country ham from Benton's Farms. Right. We've got our fresh blackberry preserves on there and a house-made pimento cheese. So a lot of those tastes right there really carrying over. I mean, right here on our salad, I mean, you can't really beat that. That's our root salad. Have you ever heard of kilt lettuce?
No. Oh, I've heard of kilt lettuce, but no. You said beets. Yeah. No pun intended there. But I'm going to tell you something. There's a picture of that on your website, and Amy was all over that salad yesterday. It's a beautiful salad.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, we're using a lot of local produce as well from Triple Chicken Farms, actually in Mossheim. That's where we got our beets from. We've pickled those in-house. And then we've also got our goat cheese skillet here. And we've got a nice bakery here, a local Mountain View Bakery, that's done some salt rising bread. That's also a very old-school Appalachian type of thing there, yeah.
And once again, keeping things traditional, but kicking them up. I mean, you love that aspect of what you do here.
Well, that's the best part of my job, you know what I mean, to keep things traditional, but to also be able to have that creative flair and kind of bring things up a little bit and make it interesting enough for anyone's palate to come by and kind of see what we're doing.
Are you constantly looking for new ideas for future menus?
I'm already started on the spring and summer menu. So
we haven't even got through winter yet.
Exactly, but I mean, it's constantly, the gears are constantly rolling because you have to stay ahead of it, and plus whenever you're in contact with local farmers and local purveyors like that, you have to stay on top of it.
And I love the fact that on your website, on your menus and everything, you give credit where credit is due from where you source everything that you use here.
Absolutely, yeah. You're able to scan the back of our menu and it'll take you to some links for some of our local farmers and all that good stuff. And actually, we actually have the names of our chefs back here in the kitchen printed on the menus as well. So credit is given.
Sure. It keeps you busy, doesn't it? I mean, actually getting all these dishes exactly how you want.
Yeah, it's a lot of time. I mean, we started this one about 3 or 4 months ago, so it's just been a lot of fine-tuning, getting it together, and of course we started it last week. We've really had a lot of great feedback. I mean, we've got pork rinds on the menu, we've got the blackberry grilled cheese, and of course these prawns right here with sweet corn puree, you know, I mean, salsa macha verde, so a lot of cool stuff going on.
I want you to think about that. I know you couldn't source the prawns from here, but everything else on that plate you can source from here.
Absolutely, everything else you can, and I mean, and that's just the wide array of kind of what we do, you know what I mean?
And these is kind of your handhelds and your starter menu here. That in itself can be a meal.
It sure can. That's the best part about our starters here and our desserts is, you know, whenever we serve those, it's not necessarily for one person. We're looking at groups to come in or even just a couple to be able to come in, grab a salad, enjoy this goat cheese dip, you know, and maybe share a steak, you know, but it's just an all-around experience here.
I want you to tell me more about this goat cheese dip because it's very unique. Look, you got its own skillet there, ready to go. I mean, served warm with the toast points here.
Yeah, the toast points, like I said, that's salt rising bread made at Mountain View Bakery. And then we've got a little bit of a cherry apple compote on top of there and candied pecans and a little bit of a local honey as well.
And that goat cheese gives it that little acidic little hit of a bite there.
Yeah, and we actually cut that with cream cheese as well, so it's not as prominent as it could be. That's why we kind of dial it back with that cream cheese. That way, it's an overall experience and not too heavy on that wang note.
So, and we're going to get into the entrees, to some of the bigger dishes that you offer here. How excited are you for folks to come in and try? If folks have never been to Brumley's before, this is the perfect time to try it.
I'm extremely excited because you know, portion size is a big thing for me. You know, you go to a lot of upscale or fancier restaurants, you see that portion size start to dwindle. We're in Greeneville, Tennessee. We're in East Tennessee. That's what we're doing is larger portion sizes, so you don't have to worry too much about that.
You're not going to go away hungry.
No, absolutely not.
No. Chef Jordan Greene, we're going to be back with Chef here in just a little while. We're going to look at some other dishes that he has curated and got ready because, folks, I say curated because these are works of art. Before you tear into them, they're beautiful to look at because you eat with your eyes first, and it's right here at Brumley's Restaurant, right here inside General Morgan Inn in Greeneville. We'll be back with more with Chef Jordan coming up in just a few moments.